Hello everybody, Joel Pelletier, reviewer for today, and we will be looking at the new Playboi Carti album, Whole Lotta Red. Ooh, look at that cover. Now first of all, going into this was hyped up beyond belief because Playboi Carti, one of the newest, most beloved figures in the game, came up on 2017 with self-titled mixtape Playboi Carti, and followed that up with an interesting release, Dial It, in 2018, which is admittedly one of the most interesting trajectories of a hip-hop career, and it brought a whole new look into baby rap genre. Now, I'm not saying Playboi Carti invented baby rap or even this style of mumble rap to begin with, but he brought it to the mainstream and made this huge. Now, Dial It, certainly an interesting listen. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I did respect its artistry work, and I didn't disrespect the overall idea of it at all. I thought it was pretty groundbreaking in experimental hip-hop. Whole Lotta Red, this is supposed to be the big cover-up. And in 2018 with Dial It, he said this was coming here. And if I'm not mistaken, Jump Out of the House was, or one of the tracks, maybe New Neon, was already being put out there around that time and is being released now almost 3 years later. And with this release, I gotta say, it's a bit complicated. For one thing, there are 24 tracks, which exceeds the 19 of Dial It. But the runtime is relatively the same. It's only about 3 minutes longer. But the track listing itself is a bit messy. We start off with the 3-minute Rockstar Made, which, again, which is one of his lower ones, definitely. I mean, that chorus is just ear-grating. Rockstar Made! And he does that over and over again. And I get the point of Carti. He's not supposed to have deep lyrics. He's not supposed to be an intelligible rapper, or you're supposed to go deep into it. It's supposed to be sugary, moody, trippy, and that's the vibe. I understand it, but this is bad even for Carti. And then we follow that up with Go to the Moon, featuring huge, Kanye West. And Kanye takes over this song, not gonna lie. I mean, he did a good job, but this feels more like a Carti with a little bit of, a Kanye track with a 20 seconds of Carti at the end of it. It doesn't feel like a Carti song, and like I said, the song is fine. I like it a lot. It's just, it doesn't feel like it works on this album as much as I would like it to. And then there's a lot of forgettable moments in the first half, but except for Metamorphosis, that one grew on me more and more as I heard it. Kid Cudi's, his trademark hums work beautifully with this really raspy gothic synthesizers. And Carti's refrain, while I still not 100% with it, I do love the "when you feel like this, can't nobody tell you shit." When, basically he's saying that he feels like he's at the top of the game right now. He's at his metamorphosis stage, which, admittedly, if the entire album were like this would be fantastic. We also have Jump Out the House, which may just very well be his worst song to date. I mean, this is on D-Rose and Gucci Gang levels of repetition, oh lord. And other than that, the first half is actually somewhat underwhelming. And the second half, on first listen, it's fantastic. You got the sugary, moody vibes, like Place, Sky. But after a while, those two tracks kind of wear their welcome, if I'm not going to lie. The track Meh definitely grew on me. I will say it grew on me, just like how Dial It grew on me. But the issue with Meh is that it's, a controversial opinion, it's not as good as At Meh. In my opinion, At Meh brought out the whole goofy vibe of Carti being a background beat, basically, and the instrumental rapping for him it was a silly meme that I kind of liked it. This Meh is just another Carti song, in my opinion. And we got the T-Nex featuring Witch for the Future, which, I mean, it's Future. Who takes him seriously? Oh, one more major highlight is definitely Vamp Anthem. The Johann Sebastian Bach Toccata and Fugue, the Vampire Anthem, is a warp to hell and back, but I love this beat and the whole Vamp Anthem, Vamp Anthem. Yeah, this is certainly a track. But the final leg, the second half is almost the reverse Playboi Carti effect. While in the past I've admittedly said that stuff in Dial It, and even a lot on this album, has grown on me considerably from the first time I've heard it. Second half was good at first, but then it wears off. Not gonna lie, songs like Control, Feel Like Dying. This is before I give my final rating, I will say Slayer, New Neon, and Metamorphosis definitely. Those are probably my favorite tracks, along with Go to the Moon is solid enough. And there are a couple other ones, Vamp, Anthem, but I would say a lot of this is just really repetitive and underwhelming, especially for a whole lot of Red. And the whole satanic approach that he had in the cover, which he disguised as being like, gothic. It's just a lot of it feels lost in transition. Like Vamp, Anthem, yeah, and Metamorphosis, I can hear the gothic influences and it sounds really cool, but this entire album is a real disappointment in my opinion. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. I'm feeling a light to decent 6, but that's just my opinion. I'd love to know your comments down below. Did you love it? I liked most of it. What would you like me to review next? This is Joel. Peacing out.